Hey guys, now that the majority of people have finally used their carrots on the supporter banner, we should be able to build decks dedicated for each distance. Remember, your account is not ruined if you did not get enough copies of Kitasan Black. Unless you hit the 8% chance with 200 pulls, most likely you will be borrowing a Whale's Kitasan Black. What we want out of these 200 pulls was strong SR cards that we can max limit break. I highly recommend finding multiple friends with the cards you need, since you never know when they will switch out their supporter card. Here are the stamina requirements and target stats that you should be trying and achieve when preparing an Uma for PvP. It is more important that you hit the stamina numbers rather than maxing out your speed and power. While these numbers are what you should aim for, you do need to be careful of red skills. For team trials, there may not be a dedicated debuffer, but some of your opponents may put one or two of these red skills to ruin your stamina. The gold red skills are estimated to remove anywhere from 5 to 8% of your total HP. So even with a minimum stat requirement, it's still worth to train a little bit more or pick up another one of those gold recovery skills. A gold recovery skill can be seen as anywhere between 150 to 200 stamina. A white recovery skill is around 4 times weaker. Here's an example deck of how I would build a sprinter. We will have 4 speed cards and 2 power cards. The power cards will let us hit the 500 stamina we need while still hitting the high limits of 1200 on power. I will be borrowing a max limit broken Kitasan Black for this deck. Let me go ahead and show you the Uma that I trained with this deck. This is a sprinter that I made. I should have been able to hit the 1200s in both speed and power, but I got unlucky during my training. In general, you should be looking to only have 2 types of cards in your decks. For sprint, mile, and dirt, this should be speed and power. And then in medium and long, it should be speed and stamina. Most of the times while you're doing your career training, you will only be hitting 2 buttons. Inheritance plays a big part in getting your stat numbers up. Every 9-star blue in a stat gives an average of around 150 to that stat over the course of the career. So if you were to inherit 2 9-star staminas from both your legacies, you can reduce the training needed by 5 to 10 turns, thus making it easier to hit your stamina goal and then focus on speed. As you get stronger speed cards, you can start replacing them with scenario cards such as Tazuna or Aoi, as she'll give you good mood up events and guaranteed heals from their recreation. You can also replace your speed cards with wit cards if you are experiencing too much speed. Let's go ahead and move over to the Dirt and Mile. Dirt and Mile should be around the same as Sprint, but I chose to do Stamina instead of Power because I have Power inheritances and I'm having a hard time hitting the Stamina requirement. For Medium and Long, same concept as the others. For medium and long, Super Creek is non-negotiable right now. You might be able to get away with Vodka Power for Breath of Fresh Air, but most likely you can't train your staminas to the high numbers of 900 and 1200. This may be extreme, but stamina is king in longer distances. Now you may be wondering why Fine Motion was such a target for starting out and rerolling if I am not including it in any of my decks. Currently, unless you have 9-star sparks in stamina and power, she's pretty much useless. Only when you can hit the max speed cap with just 3 speed supporters can you consider putting in Fine Motion. If you need any more advice, feel free to join my Discord server in the link down below and paste your deck in the questions form. We'll have people come out and help you.